And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. 4-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando. On the court for San Antonio. Harper is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Sharp in at the 5 spot. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first. LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
Yep, a star.
Nice pass.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Black. Wagner looking it over. The 11-footer. That one a little long. Spurs leading by 5. Outside, Fox. To the inside. Payne with the steal. Pass to Black. Wagner on the wing. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight. Frequent.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Olynyk is out there with Sharp. Then there's Harper. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 spot.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Harper. And Harper's.
My goodness. Harper with a little showmanship. This kid can do it all.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And it's Wagner missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Magic building up a roster of players who D-up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Back to you guys.
Yeah, you're right. They've got great personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie. And the Magic making a change here. Suggs is checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And stolen by Sharp. On the wing, Johnson. Screen by Olynyk for the 3. Back to Harper. On the wing, Johnson. Olynyk sets a screen for Johnson. Inside, second shot opportunity. Olynyk finds Johnson. And here's Vassell from the arc. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. And it doesn't seem like the analytics folks are often fans of the mid-range jumper. But Richard, where do you stand on that?
Well, I think great players have to use the mid-range jumper because most teams are protecting the paint and the three-point line. So for the best players, the shot creators, the guys that need to score buckets, they've got to have an in-between game.
So it's Orlando now, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Pass to De Silva. Wagner outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Another miss by Orlando. Spurs leading by 4. On the wing, Johnson. Black defending. Johnson left side. Outside Harper. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Banchero's checked in for the match. Franz Wagner comes in for Anthony for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Harper. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. We take a look at the Warriors. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
Well, I think for the Spurs, they've got to be disappointed with their play. They just look disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Bain kicks to Banchero. Over Wembanyama. Hits the front of the rim and out. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Here's Wembanyama. A 32-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
And can we talk about the best part? His defense. His shot blocking was simply on another level in that one.
Here's Suggs. They picked up 24 points in their last win against Chicago.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
Black's checked in for Orlando. San Antonio also making some changes. Champagne's checked in, and it's Harper in for Vassell. Wembanyama down low. He's defended by Wagner. Wagner against Wembanyama. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Black. And taken away by Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. Outside for Wembanyama. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Wembanyama, right side. Johnson with a screen on Wagner.
And a great first quarter for him, but he seems to be slowing down here in the second.
Wagner passes to Banchero. From downtown, Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 5th rebound in this one.
You see the poise, you see the patience. The more experience Wemby gets, the better he becomes.
There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Pocket 6 over Wembanyama.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one.
It's stolen by Suggs. To the paint, here's Banchero. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special. And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Nailed from three-point land.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Vassell was screen on Carter. Gets it off. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Phantom half-court shot. Drums.
And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No.
As we shift our focus now to the Spurs, it's a tight one after 2 quarters of play.
The effort from them in terms of rebounding has been terrific.
Thank you for being with us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Running out on the wings, they'll have Payne and Wagner. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's Suggs in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Now, here's Fox. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go. Vassell sets a screen for Wembanyama. Wembanyama going to town inside.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Banchero against Barnes.
Every trip down the floor.
Here's Barnes. And Bane pulls it down. The Magic trail by 4. Left side Suggs. The 3. On by Orlando.
And out of the gates here in this half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Well, you look at Banchero. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing you already know. There are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
And it's Carter missing.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Now, here's Suggs. Still scoreless. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Paolo Banchero, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
Pass to Wagner. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Magic. Solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place.
And I think for the Magic, they stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
Here's Wembanyama. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. 9. That's good on the jump shot. Wembanyama's got 24.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Kevin?
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. Now, here's Banchero. 8 points for him. Suggs, screen on Barnes. And Banchero, here we go. They could use a bucket. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Barnes can't get it to go.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Now, here's Johnson. He has yet to score. Great D that time from Bain.
Even with a big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without him.
And the rejection in by Wembanyama.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Okay, HB, I see you still pack a punch. That's an impressive finish.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And here are some numbers on Fox. How last month turned out for him. First in shooting percentage. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. And up the court come the Magic on the break. They need this, and the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Bane.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Wembanyama down low. Banchero's there.
A big night for Wembanyama is a career night for most players.
Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Banchero. Over Wembanyama. That one off the back iron and out.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Wembanyama. 26 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Harper. Black grabs the board. The Magic trail by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bane with the bucket.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Down low, here's Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Now, here's Bane. Launches a 3, and no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Spurs as they end the third quarter on a 15-5 run. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter, we've got Sharp. Johnson is out there with Fox. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward.
Nice play. Look, Fox is the engine of this very strong machine.
And that one's good, Wagner.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Now, here's Fox. Here's Champagnie. And the Spurs another 3.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Pass to Wagner. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from there.
Spurs leading by 14. Here's Champagnie. He's defended by Wagner. Pushing it up. The 3. Black, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. They get it again. Pass to Champagnie. And stolen by Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
An excellent play and coming at the right time as well, guys. They need to string together some defensive and offensive possessions like that.
Now here's Johnson. The tray. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
To the middle. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Wagner. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Jacks up a 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. The Magic have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And he trims the lead to single digits.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Now, here's Fox. Eyes to the hoop. Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
I like how Fox ran that two-man game, making the correct decision. I'd like to see that more from him.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Another miss by Orlando. San Antonio leading by 12. Nobody near Barnes. A three-pointer is right on target.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
To the inside, and then Carter with the jam.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. He's still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Here's Barnes. Now Wembanyama. And he banks the layup in.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. Down by 15. Now Banchero. Carter outside. The long shot, no good. San Antonio's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Barnes, and down goes the three.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Wembanyama outside. Barnes the screen. The three is off. The Magic trail by 18. And here is Suggs. Banchero looking around. Jumper is off. San Antonio with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for San Antonio.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Victor Wembanyama.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
And when Wembanyama goes to the hoop, it's hard to defend without getting one of those limbs caught up.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Isaac outside. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Isaac with a screen for Richardson. just 4 to shoot. Good D by Jones. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no.
Front, 'cause I got matching with lakefront. I pull up Porsche.